Hey, welcome back to the podcast, the Evil Dungeon Master Universe podcast. I'm your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince. Hopefully, you're doing well today. I know I am. It's Friday, the weekend is upon us. I don't have a game planned for this weekend, but I'll still be doing stuff as far as gaming is concerned, as I'm preparing for other games and stuff like that, getting closer to going to Gen Con. I think now it's like 40 something days until Gen Con. If you're going to Gen Con, let me know. Be nice to meet up with some faces here on the channel. Um, Ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address, and theevildm.com is my website. Patreon.com/theevildm, where you can support me. Today is going to be a creature feature. A classic creature from, I guess, mythology, lore, whatever, is the Minotaur. The Minotaur. It's a Minotaur! Page 71 on the monster manual. The Minotaur is rare, appearing 1 to 8, though I've never actually seen more than one used at a time. You can have up to 8. Armor class is 6, movement is 12 inches, hit dice is 6 plus 3, 20% chance in layer, treasure type C, number of attacks 2, damage 2d8 or 1d4 by weapon or by weapon. Special attacks nil, surprised only on a 1. Magic resistance is just standard, low intelligence, chaotic evil, blah 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 nil, and its large size. Low intelligence, I don't know. These creatures are not dumb, and I don't think low intelligence really will work the character. I kind of think that it's more like a not a low intelligence, but it is intelligent somewhat. So it can speak, it can do things. I don't know. Minotaurs are typically found only. Oh, I have to step back here just a minute and say that this creature was actually emailed as a suggestion from DM Mathis. I'm sorry, GM Mathis. And he asked if I can go over a legendary creature from mythology type thing, like the Minotaur. So here you go, sir. Minotaurs are typically found in elaborate places in the wilderness or underground. They are cruel man-eaters, and although not particularly intelligent, they are cunning and have excellent senses. They are able to track prey by scent with 50% accuracy, and they always pursue if it is in sight. They attack anything without fear unless it's obviously beyond their ability to defeat. In combat, the Minotaur can butt an opponent of 6 feet or more in height or bite a shorter one. The former attack doing 2 to 8, the latter 1d4 points of damage. The creature also uses some form of weapon, usually a huge axe treated as a halberd, or a flail with +2 on the damage. Minotaurs have their own language and 25% likely to speak common. So this creature obviously is always found in labyrinths, which I think is a little bit shoehorning this creature, though, I mean, I guess that's the way it's set up. You can put him anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be in a labyrinth situation. There is many ways to use this creature. You could put him anywhere you want as a final boss somewhere in some type of cave system. Since he's able to, I say give him a little more intelligence and you can make him a boss of goblins inside of a cave. Something like that. He's frightening. He's 7 foot tall. I believe large size should be 7 foot tall or higher. So, I don't know. The ways to think of using him other than the typical, he is just there in a maze. Let's see here. I was thinking about this. He could be a final boss, like I said, at the end. He could be a statue, and all of a sudden he turns alive, and he is the final thing to get out of there. He's holding the key to get out of the place on his belt. You have to kill him. That's probably a typical way to use him. The typical maze situation. The maze moves around. The Minotaur knows where everything is. The maze is kind of alive. The walls shift around. But only he knows the pattern. Maybe he can control the maze and open up walls so he can get through to get closer to where the party is, because he can sense who's in the maze. I would give him the ability to sense who's in the maze. Not exactly where they are, but give him a good idea of what direction. And maybe he has the ability to go through walls or something. I would give him those things just to make him a little bit more scarier and have him pop up out of, like a wall or something and scare the party. Things like that. Let's see here. Legacy. Let's see, a legacy type thing. Let's say this world you have your campaign, there are no Minotaurs in the world at all. Long ago, they ruled the mazes and the deep halls. The last one finally died, but a relic remains. A horned helmet that makes the wearer slowly turn into a Minotaur over time. The player characters find it, and they use it, and they reap the benefits of it at first as they put the helmet on, and they gain that strength and that ability to gore with the horns or something. And the more they use it, the slower they start to notice the change in them. They become more aggressive. They become more willing to take risks. They're able to track things suddenly. The DM can slowly do these little things to them, and then maybe they start growing more facial hair or something, or more hair on their body. And over time, the helmet slowly starts becoming part of their head. It's all part of this legacy item that's actually cursed to start the new order of Minotaurs or something weird like that. I just thought that was kind of an interesting idea when I was thinking about it, how this helmet would turn someone into a Minotaur slowly, but at first, it's like, wow, this is really cool. I'm stronger. I can do this. I can do that. Get them into a false sense of reality. See some other ways thinking about using it. Maybe the labyrinth that they go into isn't really like a labyrinth, but it's actually the Minotaur itself. The walls are bone, the floor is hide. The players walk through this living, breathing maze. The Minotaur is controlling all the walls. Its eyes pop up everywhere. Sometimes they have the walls fall down on the player characters. And who knows? The player characters figure out that this dungeon is alive. They have to attack it somehow. But if attacking it might kill the dungeon and maybe collapse it on them, interesting way to use it. A goofy way I thought about, and I always think about these weird ideas. The players they get into a maze and they find a office-like situation. They find this door, they go into a room, and they see it's kind of like an office. So, maybe an office equivalent back for D&D times. And the Minotaur is dressed in glasses, and he has a typical suit on, and he has a clipboard, and he's 8 feet tall, and he's all about dungeon permits, map alterations, and magical construction requests. And he has no patience. He's at his end's wit, and the players have to negotiate by talking their way out to get out of the dungeon. I just thought it'd be kind of funny if he was standing there and he's like, well, according to section 3 sec-5 2A of the dungeon code that you guys are in violation of, and they have to explain it. It's more of a role playing goofy talk situation that could lead into a battle with the Minotaur, obviously, because most players will probably get annoyed and just instantly attack. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Another way you could do it, that there is an ancient temple, and the god these people worship is actually a Minotaur in disguise. He found this mask of the original god that died, and he put it on. And when he came out of the ancient temple, the cultists that were there were giving him offerings of people, and he was just like, well, okay, fine with me. And now he is amassed this massive cult following for this god that died thousands of years ago. Minotaur doesn't know. He just knows he found this mask. He put it on. It was cool. And then all of a sudden, these people started worshiping him, giving him things. And now he has a source of food and a source of entertainment and people that do things for him. Meanwhile, he's not really a god at all. He's just a Minotaur in a mask. And the player characters have to dispatch of this said god to get rid of the cult because it's becoming a nuisance in the area. So, there's some ways you can definitely do things here with a traditional creature I'm looking at. So, yeah, why not? So those are some ways that you can use a Minotaur that instead of the typical way, there's just Minotaur is not a creature to mess with. I don't really use the Minotaur that much because I don't have a lot of mazes because I find them to be a pain when it comes to DMing. Do a maze, especially when players don't map, and a lot of players don't. So I mean that's on them, but you can tell when your group doesn't want to do certain things and they're not going to have fun. So this is one of those things. All right, with that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, and God bless everybody.